LEDs typically give you more working light, whereas amber gives you the ability to cut through different types of elements because the light refracts differently off of those elements. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna unbox and we're gonna install the Cyber 1 pod lights. These are the 4-inch off-road lights, and I believe they have the 4 yellows or ambers and the solid center, and I believe there's 2 modes, and I don't know what they are yet. We're just gonna have to test them out. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and see what comes in the package. So you've got your install manual. So from here, what it looks like is you're gonna be able to independently operate each light on or off, or maybe a dual mode because there's 2 relays. What I'm gonna do though is we're gonna remove the lights on the truck. I'm gonna temporarily install this wiring harness so we can try them, but I'm not gonna do a permanent install because what I'm planning on doing is putting a switchboard inside the truck, so when I get more lights like this, instead of always taking a harness out, putting a harness in, we can just wire it right to a switch, which will probably be easier. So just so you can see what I'm talking about, we've got the wiring harness here. Let me undo it for you so I can see, so I can show you what we got here. So you got a 30 amp fuse in here, standard plug and play wiring like that. But what I meant by that, how it's kind of independent, is you have 2 relays here. So I need to see how that is going to play a part. And then the switch has, it's either on or off. Maybe it's one on and then it changes the modes. We'll just have to test it once we get it in there. So you get the wiring harness here. You get your standard mounting hardware, and each one comes with goodness, I'm at a loss for words here. Each one comes with the hardware that you need, and of course the little tools to put it in. And then you got your 4-inch pod lights, which these things are pretty cool. Let me see if I can pop this off. I know I had a little bit of a problem getting these off last time. Okay, there it goes. So it does pop off. This is the light. So these should be amber, and the center is going to be your white light. So, and then this is the cover. So what we're gonna do is, let's head out to the truck. I'm gonna show you the temporary install, and instead of running this into the cab, I may just loop it from the hood into my window so I can test it out to actually see how it works before I do a permanent install, because again, I'm gonna go with a switchboard, so we're gonna hang up on that. So we're gonna go downstairs, we're gonna go ahead and install these and test them tonight. Hey everybody, so we're at the 2023 Chevy Colorado Trail Boss, and I just took the 3-inch pod light off from NOVSIGHT, and as you can see, there's a significant difference here. I mean, obviously it's an inch difference, but you know, quite large. These ones are much bigger, and so these are full LED. You can replace this with the amber covers, and this one's going to have the amber lights built in, and I'll link the description to both of these in there, so you can go ahead and check them out or pick a pair up if you want. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get these attached to the truck before. You cannot use the same wiring harness for these two, okay? These wires are both different, so your connectors are going to be different. Just wanted to point that out. It's not universal, that the wiring harness. So we're going to go ahead and get these wired in, and then we're going to go in and temporarily affix our wiring harness. So enjoy me watching to get this on. We're going to go ahead and mount this up and put this one down. Alright everyone, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the hood now and get this wiring harness installed. We have both the lights on there now. So again, I'm gonna do a temporary install. We're gonna do a run and a test of these lights, and we're gonna go from there. I'm not gonna permanently install the wiring harness. I'm gonna wait until I get a switchboard in, so I can have everything organized inside my cab. So the way we're gonna do it is pretty much what you see here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it attached to the battery, split the cables left and right, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be pretty easy. Let me get my stuff and we'll start getting at it. All right, everybody, just so we can see what we're doing here, I hooked up the lights here, but it looks like our cord is too short. Let me show you. It's right here and it splits off, and I have to hook it here. We come along here and I barely am reaching. We have enough to do the test, but this wiring harness, if you're gonna use them as ditch lights, it's gonna have to be longer, or you're gonna have to possibly make your own wiring harness. So what we're gonna do, it's gonna be a very simple process. We're gonna tuck these away in the corner. We're gonna go ahead and hook it up to a positive, hook it up to the negative. You have an inline fuse, so you can't damage any of your electronics if something's wrong with the light. We're gonna fire it up. We're gonna test them out. I'll be able to test them even though we have those stretched a little bit, and we're gonna just go from there. We'll run it at night, show you what it looks like, and I'm gonna just record this right here of me installing this temporarily, and of course I'm gonna run my switch either through my passenger side window, just because it's probably closer here. I might just run it up and through the window temporarily, rather than, otherwise I would run it through the firewall down there, but we're not going to do that right now, especially because this wiring harness is too short. So let's get into it and let's get this installed and test these lights. Alright guys, so I'm just finishing up our final touch here to hook these up. I've got my fuses in and everything. We're going to go ahead and drop the hood. I am showing, am I showing a light here? Nope. So I'm not showing any lights, but that's okay because it may be just as simple as, so I just got these things tucked out here. We're gonna go ahead and close this. Let me move this real quick. All right, I'm gonna remove the caps. Oh my gosh. See if I get these caps off. Okay. Let me, I'm gonna have to grab something to get these caps off. Alright, so went ahead and popped these caps off. I will say these are much more difficult to get off than they should. I actually had to use a flat blade to get these off. I really like the other style on the other Cyber ones where it has the clips that you can just grab it with your hands, because if you notice here, these are nearly impossible for me to get my fingernails under. They don't pull off. You have to undo the tabs here. So it'd be nice if we could have an easier way to get these off, just so I'm not breaking my fingernails every time I want to pull them off. So here it is. We're gonna go ahead and see if these lights turn on. All right, here we go. So you want to ideally have the truck powered on, so we're just gonna see if they work real quick, and if they do, it should be pretty bright.
Oh my god.
Oh, cool.
It's green?
Yeah. Okay, so mode 1, that's amber. Mm-hmm. What's mode 2?
Oh, amber.
Oh, all of them are amber.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this mode where all 4 are amber, and the center is white LED. See how the white one, it's white? And then you have your second mode where they're all amber for like a driving light.
Yeah.
Cool. So you have your main mode here, and then you have your all amber mode here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait till it gets dark out. We're gonna take it for a ride, and we're gonna see how these amber lights work. Stay tuned.
1,
All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and take a little drive. These lights are very bright. The amber look pretty cool. I do definitely like. I'm gonna shut my lights off here, so you can just see how bright they are. So no lights. You've got the full lights there, and this with the LED center, and then full amber is here. So you can see that it's quite bright, actually. They're very bright. And then let's see if once I turn on the LEDs, you can see the concentration of the beam there. Let me turn on my regular ones. So these are off. Those are just my regular lights. So those are pretty cool. They're really bright. We're gonna just drive around a second with them on so you can see how bright they are. They definitely light up the entire road. If there was dusty, if I was in like a dust or snow or heavy rainfall, these would be exactly what you're looking for, which is where the ambers really stand out, is when you're in extreme weather. LEDs typically give you more working light, whereas amber gives you the ability to cut through different types of elements, because the light refracts differently off of those elements. So we're gonna jump out and do a walk around real quick while we're out here. And I'll just keep the ambers on so y'all can see them. All right, y'all, thank you for watching. I'm gonna put all the links to in the description below, as well as a affiliate link. If you want to purchase through us, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but we do appreciate the support. This is the NOVSIGHT Cyber 1 4-inch series pod light. You can't go wrong. Easy plug and play wiring harness, powerful lights, exactly for what you need when you're on the trail or on the road. Thanks for watching.